People should just call me Carmina because it's a lot easier. The first 3 poems I'm going to read are all kind of Disney based, so I was initially going to dress up as Snow White, but I kind of chickened out. So the first poem is called Cinderella. These days, Cinderella stays out past midnight, gets into a cat fight, covers up her love bite with her long hair as she stumbles on each stair, and she doesn't really care. "What are you looking at?" she says, with holes in her tights, wearing last night's dress as she gets on the bus. Better not make a fuss, because she kind of looks like she could throw a good punch, and has acrylic nails that make you bleed, and straightness so powerful can make your hair recede. And as she bends down to adjust her shoe, better pray she's not coming after you. In the streets, she stumbles again. Her slip is not made of glass, slips on the uneven pavement and nearly falls onto her arse. She flicks her heels off in frustration and lets her soles get dirty. Her stomach is rumbling badly now because it's coming up to 3:30 and she hasn't had a bite to eat, and all she wants is to put up her feet. But other than that, her life is sweet. So sometimes I wish I was like Cinderella. She drops her heels and soon after gets a fella, but he always disappears after one night with his true love Stella. And me? I've got a bit of a dilemma. My Prince Charming doesn't love me back. Yeah, we kissed and it was bliss, we went out for a bit, but that was the end of that. And now it's weird, because when I thought he liked me I couldn't quite believe my luck. But to think he doesn't now is even harder to comprehend. I mean, I come from a fairy tale, and I want my happy end, because the books and films about my life, well, they're just all pretend. And then there's this strange girl with a tail and long red hair who swims under the sea, but longs to do normal things like taking walks, drinking cups of tea. She's friends with fish, she's friends with crabs, but not with girls like us who collects everyday objects as if they're magic, but I don't see the fuss. She wants to be like us, yet she swims each day as if she's no choice, and says the only way to love is to get 2 legs and trade in her voice. So that's the Disney poem done. I always considered myself a page poet, and I kind of hid behind that, but then this actor called Dudley Sutton, who you might have heard of, I don't know, but he's been to a few poetry things that I've been to, and he kind of said, you should learn your poems off by heart. So since then I've attempted to, but I've got a really bad memory. But this next one I've read a few times, so I should know slightly better. It's called I Want a Barbecue. I want a barbecue with charcoal clad chickens and saucy sausages, patient paper plates and daytime drinks, the feeling of the golden yellow rays warming my skin, lying in grass and not caring about insects crawling into my hair, just staring up at clouds and not chatting about much. Hot slabs of concrete paving and barefoot dancing like hopscotch with coloured chalk, so happy you skip instead of walk. Twisted lollies and sunsets and sunglasses and twisted lollies in the park, staying up late because it doesn't get dark, handheld fans in swimming pools, running through flowers in the garden as they get watered by the hose, and melting like ice cubes in glasses at every guy that walks by. Ooh, summer shorts and shades, watch as the sunset fades and smile at the memory of the day. I found it's quite a lot easier to memorise when the poems actually rhyme, which that one didn't really. The next one, is there anyone in the audience that supports Chelsea football? Okay, good. The guy that I wrote this about wasn't too happy about it when he found out. It's called Boys in Blue anyway. Boy blue jeans and Timberlands thinks it makes him a real hard man, with his swagger so strong like his dick's too big and his voice so loud as he shouts bullshit in between his social sig. He talks about football, he talks about money, he talks about girls, and I'll fuck you if you're fit, but I'll never call you honey. He says he loves Chelsea, those boys in blue, while I'm forever blowing bubbles and haven't got a clue. I'm a bit of an internet addict, and there was this thing on Facebook that you might have done, I don't know. It said to type your name into Google and followed by the word needs, and this came up for me. It said, Carmina mixed a quarter cup of strawberry frosting with a third of a cup of lemon frosting and thought the mixture was just right. Carmina needs 2 cups of her frosting mixture. How many cups of strawberry frosting and how many cups of lemon frosting will Carmina need to solve this problem using only multiplication and division together with logical reasoning? Well, maths isn't really my forte, and I just said that kind of because my name I don't think ends up in a lot of like maths problems, so I was kind of interested in that. And yeah, my next poem is about my love of food. It's called Welcome Mat. Just because I'm nice doesn't mean I'll be your doormat. Footprints on my face and muddy marks on my skin, and let you walk over me time and time again and just say, welcome in. Mi casa es tu casa, pero not my food and not my booze. It started with slight sips of milk in cups of tea and cereal bowls that meant I sent a message out. See, I didn't want to make accusations leading to confrontations and screams and shouts. Then I was confused as my bread moved back into the freezer till soon I was missing half a loaf. I let it go, but it happened again, and I'm the only one that gets Hova's best of both. At the same time, I looked forward to some juice, to find just half a cup left. But I never agreed to this blatant food theft. So I got a pen and post-it, and as I stood and wrote it, wondering where my Sharpie pen was so I could make more labels, I noticed half a Foster's can discarded on the kitchen table. I looked into the fridge to see if it was mine, and yes, I was greeted with the empty space. But what's the point with half a can? You're hardly going to get that off your face. I mean, if you're going to steal the stuff I bought, at least be a man and down a lot. That's it, thanks. A few strawberries have been stolen as well. It's a true story from living in halls. Anyway, yeah, I've got this friend that writes a lot of post-it notes to her housemates. I say post-it notes, but they're actually A4 pages every now and again. But she's called Natalie Cooper, and she's an amazing person to know. And this poem that I'm going to read next actually reminds me of her. It's called Desultory.